So guys, top of the morning, Kish my world here once again. Yeah man, I am back in the United Arab Emirates. I am still in this place called Abu Dhabi. Yeah, lovely place. But this time round I'm coming with a different vibe, a different feel. And I feel like you guys are part of my family, Kish my world family. Guys are always there, always watching my videos. Very loyal people I have here and there who are always concerned with a lot that's happening. So I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of what's really going on in my life at this particular moment. Yeah, it's a bit of a hard time, to be honest. It's not really all smooth sailing, because if any of you have been following me closely, or you've had any from my social media and stuff, and some videos that I've mentioned here and there, this year has been a hard rock on us as a family, like me and my family. It's not been smooth, not like any other year. So yeah, I can just briefly tell you guys how things started rolling out, and then I'll just give you an update, and then you guys can just get to know what's up with my life. So towards the end of last year, maybe in September or October, I received a text from my older sister. And before I actually tell you guys that, let me tell you, in our home we are 4 kids. I am the only boy. I have 3 sisters, my elder sister and 2 younger. And basically me and my elder sister, we grew up together basically all our lives, all our childhood. We had it together because my other siblings were not yet born. There's like a 12-year difference between me and the sibling that follows me, and there's 5 between me and the older one. So basically the older one and the young one, they have a very huge gap. But it's good, they grew up together. The last one, we grew up together. So my sister is really, like, she trusts me with a lot of stuff. So I remember she sent me this text, one of those texts you really never want to receive, whether it's from your family member, from your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. She's like, yo, I need to tell you something. And of course, immediately my heart skipped a beat, because I knew there's nothing usually good that comes after that statement. So she sends me that text, and I was dreading to open that message, but I was like, let me just open and see what's going. So she reveals to me she's been having a lot of difficulty. She's been very ill secretly, not really revealing it to the family or to a lot of people in general. But it came to a point where she basically has to tell somebody, because at the point that it is, there's nothing more to do, but she has to come out. So she told me that she has been diagnosed with chronic kidney failure on both kidneys, and it was a condition she had no idea that she had. But just how you feel unwell, and you go and do some few tests here and there, and boom, they discover that her kidneys are failing, and they're failing fast. At this point, she was probably at 18 or 20% kidney function. Yeah, so they gave her the advice she needed, like it's irreversible, there's nothing to do, but just wait, and she tries to survive with them as much as she can, change her diet, her lifestyle, all these things that they tell you. Yeah, so when it got to the point where she was getting to almost the critical level, because it goes with levels, that's when she confronted me and she told me about this. So yeah, we talked together, and it was really heavy, because it was just a whole new cannonball that's been thrown our way. And after discussing, we decided it's about high time we told the family also, so that they know. And so we told our parents and my sisters, because we have our family WhatsApp group. And yeah, I told her it's high time we told them. So she went and she broke the news to them of this thing that was happening. Yeah, and it was really a tough time. And my parents were really worried, and of course my siblings, yeah, they offered themselves for to be potential donors and everything, because like you could just tell in their tones they really want to make it work. But they do not qualify because they are a bit elderly, plus they have underlying conditions like blood pressure and stuff. So that one automatically disqualifies them regardless. Yeah, so I went and I did some tests also myself, and my other sister who's behind me, like not literally behind me, but the one who follows me, went and did the test herself. And the young one, we decided it's not smart for us to tell her to do the test because she's too young. She's 16 years, so it doesn't make any sense. So basically, I went and I did the test, and my other sister did the test, and we were in the okay range to be potential donors to my sister. So it was a choice between me and her, yeah. And there's a lot of things we have to think about here and there, life quality, what we have to do. But long story short, I am the candidate who is most likely going to be this donor for my sister, and I have no doubts about doing this. Like, I was ready to go from day one. As soon as she talked to me, immediately I knew it in my system. Kidney problems are serious, but it's not an immediate death sentence. So I just knew there's a very huge potential that I'm gonna be in this situation, in this surgery bed. So for me, I've really had a very nice medical history. In my adult life, I've never really been in hospitals, to be honest. Never rode in an ambulance, never been admitted, never been on medicine or anything like that. So I can only, or you guys can only imagine what I feel. It's really heavy because it's really scary, to be honest. Yeah, it's really scary. This is going to be a procedure, a heavy procedure. They are going to put me to sleep, cut me open, choose one of the kidneys to give it to my sister. And yeah, it's not something that you wake up in the morning looking forward to do. It's really, really scary. So that's why I think it's also good to share these thoughts with guys like you, because you guys are always supporting me in my goods and also in my bads. I think I feel the need to share it with you guys also. So that's why I'm here in Abu Dhabi, and I was here one time before. I did a couple of tests, and I had to come back again, and I think I have to come back again probably like 2 times. So it's a really heavy financial burden also on me. My sister is jobless right now because she went to chronic stage and she had to do dialysis. So now she's doing dialysis 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, and one session takes, like, even now she's in dialysis, one session takes like 5 hours, plus travel time, everything's like 6 hours. So the employers had to let her go because there's no way she can continue. She's not present at work because she always has dialysis, this and that. She can't travel, she can't do activities like she would want to. Like, even when we went to the desert safari last time, she couldn't go sand gliding because that dust is not supposed to come in her dialysis thingies. She can't be in the swimming pool, she can't travel, she can't do. So basically, it's such a sad state to be in, and it breaks my heart to see her in that state. And I couldn't be more convinced to come through with this surgery and at least give her the gift of a happy life for the next 10-15 years. Yeah, but so when I came to the last test last time, the things were looking good, healthy and everything, but there was one problem with me. They discovered that I have also some underlying tuberculosis infection, and nothing can be done until that one is taken care of. So I came back here, and this is when we also discovered that. So I don't know what's next. I don't know where we're going to, how we're going to continue with the next step. And I just talked to the doctors, and they said that before they make sure that that thing is taken care of and reduce the possibility of that tuberculosis coming up, I would need to take like medication and do several tests that would take probably 3 or 4 months. And I'm hoping they don't disqualify me, because also that's something a bit critical, because if they do like the transplant to her in her state, she can get that disease and it can knock her out, you know. So that's one of the fears. The biggest fear also is, I talked to the doctor the other day and they were like, they gave me what happens in the surgery. Like most of the time it goes well, but there are other risks that can be involved in this, which includes damage to other organs. So they might go in here and, you know, damage some other organs, and you develop a new complication. You know, your life quality might have to change. Like, I don't know. While talking to, oh, it's a bit windy now. Okay, let me wait for the wind to pass. Okay, it's a bit calm now from the wind. So as I was saying, so that condition, or that thing that I have, needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, so that we can see what goes on. And I was really hoping this thing would go a bit faster, because it's really difficult, to be honest. It's really difficult to, like, I'm freaking out, you know. But I know that I am the man, you know. I'm a real African lion, you know. This is how our African men take care of the family. You have to step up and be that guy, you know. Yeah. But I am hopeful everything will be okay. Yeah, my sister will be okay, it will be okay. But it's really sad when I see her, you know, and in the state she is, and thinking like how, like, at least there's a possibility I could come through for her, you know. And I'm really happy about that thing. So, but now I'm just freaked out about two things. One, if I'm not approved, then I don't know what will happen to her, you know. Right now she's here, she's under the insurance of her work, so it's going a bit well with the costs in terms of medical. But of course, time is limited. The insurance can only stretch so far, you know. So that's one of the problems, the issues I have. The next one is, of course, the entire surgery, man, for both me and for her. Because once they put you to sleep, there's no guarantee somebody will wake up. Yeah, so yeah, that's tough when you think about it like that. It's really tough. There's other factors, like how will, you know, it affect, for example, my travel. You know, that's my biggest love in life, going up and down. Or if I'll be forced to, like, be on medication and everything, lifestyle changes, all these things. But I'm willing to take that step, that risk, you know. It is what it is, man. It's life. But yeah, it's a hard step, and I'd really love to know your thoughts, especially if you know, or you are someone who has been in this situation where you've donated a kidney to someone, or you know a family member or a friend who has been in this situation. Like right now, I think what I need most is just that support to know how everything goes, because I'm in the dark. The only thing I can do is like read about it here and there, you know, man. Like YouTube, sometimes check out some people's videos and their testimonials, yeah. And then sometimes it's just good to, you know, just read your comments. Even the way I'm talking to you like this, guys, like talking to this camera and knowing that there's some people out there who care about Kish My World and what we do is a huge relief, you know. It's a huge step in the right direction. Yeah, because yeah, it's like one of the most scariest things. We've been through as a family. Yeah, and it's crazy, like yeah, it's crazy the amount of times you know, I know my sister was given this news how tough it is. She's by herself here also. Yeah, also me, I'm there by myself. Like, it's really a lot, but yeah, but we are really going to pull through. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I'm strong. We'll get through this, you know. Yeah, and I know everything will be okay. So I just felt it's good to talk to someone about this, and yeah, it's a good thing. I'm happy that you guys are here. Strong Kish. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for your time, and if you have any words of advice, you know, some encouragement, if you've been through a similar thing or anything like that, it would be really good. But otherwise, man, I thank you guys so much for being family. Yes, and we will pull through this together. Top of the morning, Kish in my world.